So we're going to be taking off this rear cowl, or frame cover assembly is the official title. It's fairly straightforward. Move the rider's seat. That's one bolt each side through the fairings here that holds the seat in place. Remove the rear seat cover or the rear seat, depending on what you've got fitted. That comes out. Then all that's holding it into the chassis are these two bolts here, but there are 4 body clips underneath, 2 at the front here, 2 at the rear, 1 on each side here, and they hold the bottom of the cowl onto the under tray. Okay, so the under tray that runs up the back, that's what holds them on. These 2 bolts here hold the tail light and brake light cluster in place. You can leave these in, but you would have to disconnect this plug here, and then that light would come out with the cowl. Or the way I prefer to do it is leave it connected, take these out so the light is loose, and then that way you've got less to worry about as you're trying to maneuver everything out. One of the hardest things about taking this off is that once you've got everything disconnected and taken all of the body panels out and such like, it actually goes around and under the tray. So you have to maneuver it to one side so it will come over, and then maneuver it over that side so it will come over, and then come this way. If you've still got the rear light connected, you've got that to contend with as well. So I disconnect that. So what I'm going to do now is take the 2 bolts out, hold the cowl, 2 bolts out, hold the light, and take the 4 clips out. So a quick word about the body clips. These body panel clips, if they've been in a long time, they're very likely going to be brittle, very brittle, and it's almost certain that at least one of them is going to break when you remove them. So it may be a good idea, before you decide to actually do this job, if you can get hold of a set of replacement panel clips, so that then when you come to do it, if you do break one, you've got one that will go back in to replace it. Okay, so we've removed all the bolts, we've removed all the clips, and it's sort of loose. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and move the whole thing this way and pull this side out and over, and then once I've done that, move it over that way, then lift this side up. Now you can see here there's these cutouts that go around these little hooks. Okay, these little cutouts, so we want those cutouts to come over these things here. So without pulling it back too far, I'm pulling it out at the bottom here, see it's come over there. Now I'm going to sort of push it over that way. Okay, that started to come. Okay, you can see I'm holding the light in here with my stomach so it doesn't fall, but if you've left it connected, it should just hang anyway. And that's the rear seat cowl off. Okay, so now we're coming back to fitting it, refitting it. This is the hard part. This is very, very difficult. So again, it needs to be opened up so that it will go round and under the tray, this under tray. Yeah, you can see there's a set of holes here, and a set of holes here, and the same on the opposite sides. These are where the body clips go through and connect the underside of the cowl to the tray and hold it in place and locate it. With regards to the tail light, you can see that it has this little bracket here with this cutout. That cutout lines up and fits over this sort of little rubber grommet that you can see here, so it slides onto that. So you can, if you want to, push that up into place and then put the screws in to hold the light in, and then that's one thing you don't have to worry about. And then all we've got to concern ourselves with is getting this over all of that wide bit and back on. The other thing you need to be aware of is this thing here. So on this model, we've got this on the side of the frame. This is very wide. This is the widest part. So I always fit this side first so that we can immediately be underneath that before we start to fit over onto the other side. Okay. Now I've got the light in place and I'm going to leave it there at the moment loosely. Now I'm still not underneath on this side. So that's underneath the tray on that side and at the back. So you can see it almost sort of drops into place at this point. So now we need to just make sure that the light is close to locating. And we've got to get this side of the fairing to fit over, under, I should say, fit under the tray on the other side. And then we should hopefully be able to just slide it forward and locate everything. And basically, that's it, all ready to be fitted. So all we need to do now is put the 2 screws in to locate the rear light. Make sure that is in the right place. Yes, it is. That doesn't move and it's located properly. The cowl is on the outside of the tray. It says. Yes, it is. On the outside of the tray. So we just need to put the panel pins in to locate it to the underside of the tray. And then when we come to refit the seat, the 2 bolts in the side will then locate the sides of the fairing. And that is the rear cowl, or the frame cover assembly, refitted. Okay, that's all for now. If you liked the video, then leave a like. If you didn't like the video, then leave a dislike. Either way, leave a comment, suggestion or any questions you may have in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss any of my future content. Once again, thanks for watching.